trying to find out where but and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need a favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved.
Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow. 18. Yellow. Yellow.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard. Return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Project S. This ain't what you want.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. So that back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Get set. Yellow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, it certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Chiefs at 2-7 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
3rd down and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Still going inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and 10. Here's Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Bust through the tackle. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Purdy. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. Up.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. They'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that is no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now And right away, he'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Get set, get set.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. Throwing here, Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here.
Pass complete to Royals.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Outside. Yellow. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy.
And from the right side here, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the throw in the catch was just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. Watch out.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. On the toss, they run right side to McCaffrey. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much has nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, Those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. Got his man in stride, complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And that is incomplete. And pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here comes second down at 5. He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, first and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs, touchdown. A great effort there. his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Well, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set. 18. What's up? Yellow.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Breaks through the contact. And it's a room to maneuver. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Niners strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready up.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll give to Smith out of the gun. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
2nd and 6.
This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Butker now to add the extra point. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Butker on for the PAT. No sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied at final minute as it kicks away here. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's 1st down.
Yellow. Yellow. 18, what's up?
Here's Purdy.
He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Hey, yellow. Yellow.
Here's Purdy to throw.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
11 more yards.
And now they're going to get the timeout.
So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 41-yard attempt.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. He made his only attempt earlier. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Looking to throw. That one caught by Rice. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Back to throw again. Throw left side, completion to Rice.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's running left.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
19, right.
They'll look to throw again. Pass complete to Wills. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
7-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Okay, ready? Set, ready? Head to 60, head to 60, head to 60. Check go.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. I got it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Butker's kick here is good. And they have regained the lead.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Kansas City, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.